Morning, the ATF has found double the amount of Glock switches in South Carolina since March, when we first told you about an alarming increase across the state.
Yeah, a ton here in Horry County came from a single bust. Our Michaela Evans has been keeping a close eye on this issue and joins us now in the control room with how police are responding. Michaela.
Lauren, Darren, we're going to zero in on Conway here because the police department's not only found 17 switches over the last year, but a man just pleaded guilty to having most of those. Police Chief Dale Long calls that bust bittersweet.
I guess the scary part for us is we know the few that we've seen. It's what we know we've missed that are still out there that is a very high concern for us, and it's the reason that we continue to be diligent in trying to get as many guns off the street as we can.
A Glock switch is a device the size of a nickel that can turn a semi-automatic weapon into a fully automatic machine gun, firing up to 30 rounds in seconds. Conway officers stumbled upon more than a dozen switches in March of 2023 while investigating a car crash. 21-year-old Orlando Mendez pleaded guilty this week to having them, plus a tool to make more. He now faces more than a decade in federal prison, but the problem is only getting worse. The ATF has traced Glock switches to Myrtle Beach, Florence, Murrells Inlet, and even Pawleys Island, telling us South Carolina's hotspots are North Charleston and Columbia. The agency's found 127 across the state since the beginning of 2023, up from just 63 this past March, including 13 tied to murders. The ATF says Glock switches are getting easier to make and sometimes harder to track, but it continues training local agencies on how to spot them. We'll take a closer look at those telltale signs coming up in the next half hour. Live in the control room, Michaela Evans, WMBF News.